said was that you was wrong. You the one getting offended.
You got some animosity towards me. I'm trying to do something. You keep talking.
First of all, hold on.
Ahrah.
Hold on.
We're not gonna do that.
Wait a minute, hold on.
So
what I'm telling you is.
No, what I'm telling you. Get out.
What I'm telling you is you're not telling me nothing. That's what I'm saying to you.
Wow, this shit is crazy. These niggas done lost their mind.
What's up?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Cause bitch, you doing all that, but you
fucking
Ahrah, what's up? I'm gonna speak a move. You doing
Don't do it. No, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Now, if you swing, I'm going to beat the shit out you. Because I already told you. It don't matter, bitch.
I'm gonna go check on that. I'll be back.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I wish you.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy right here, Mills. I'm here back with another video. I need you to do me a big solid favor. Click this video, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and we're going to jump right into it. So this is episode 3 of Bad Boys, Texas, entitled Knock Knock Who's There. So we jump right into the continuation between Anthony and Chef D. You know, Chef D, he swing on Anthony. They windmilling at each other. Nothing really connected, you know. So they get separated. You know, Anthony goes into another room and stuff like that. Chef D popping off at the mouth. As always, just talking about Anthony. So Banger, he ended up telling Chef D about himself. You know, so that started to irritate Chef D. And he's going off. He's not really trying to hear it. I'm like, okay. I'm so over Chef D, y'all. But anyway, so Darrell, he goes check on Anthony, you know, and come to find out that he got hit in the face with Chef D's ring. And you can tell it did some damage to his face. I don't know what it is, but Anthony's face just look crazy. And I'm talking about even before the hit. It's like he just got surgery done on his face. Like, I'm not, shaming nobody. But his face looked a little botched to me. I don't know. It's just giving me, like, real, I don't know. Like, his face just looked off. Anthony over the drama, whatever the case may be. Raz B feels like Anthony should have, that he should have, I guess, been a little bit more humble. Like, they feel like, his tone, Anthony's tone was off. And I'm like, what? I don't agree with you, Raz B, because Anthony just been through a lot in a little bit of time. So, like, how he's supposed to come in, he got jumped. And then on top of it, he got somebody, that don't like him clearly. And he just got into a situation. So I'm like, I'm not understanding, like, what Razby was talking about. But it's neither here or there. So they all go check up on Anthony, on Carry-On and Razby. Razby let him know that he felt like, he should have been, like I said, a little bit more humble and chill. I'm like, whatever. So in the midst of Chef D and Banger, because Banger's, Banger is funny. There's one thing I respect about Banger, because Banger don't care. He letting Chef D have it, and Chef D is not feeling it. So here come Big Lue. He got to get himself involved. And I'm like, mind your business. Even though I feel like Big Banger should have minded his business too, because you already expressed to Chef D how you felt last time. But, like, here come Lou. I'm like, here you go. So they start getting into it. I'm like, oh, boy. I'm like, Big Lou just be looking for a moment, I swear. I feel like he just always wants some camera time. So they start arguing. He gets up. He jumps at Banger. Banger ain't moving at all. I respect that he ain't no punk. They going back and forth and back and forth. Out of nowhere, Lou slaps the hell. He slapped Banger good, because Banger, he went back. Banger didn't expect to get slapped. He slapped Perm straight up out of him, because his head was up. That Perm was straight. That Perm was up. Big Lou smacked the hell out of Banger. Banger was caught off guard, so they get into it. You know what I'm saying? So they trying to get at each other like that. I mean, and they go at it like about 4 or 5 rounds. But when he first got hit and Banger was trying to get at Lou, here comes Chef D sneaky punk ass hitting him from the back. I'm like, see. And then got the nerve of saying his confessional that he blacked out. I said, it's the second time. It's the second time, man. You too damn big to be jumping on somebody. You don't need to be jumping. Chef D get on my nerves. Chef D gets on my nerves. Him and Lou, so they going at it round after round after round. I'm just like, this is just Banger ain't no punk. Lou ain't no punk neither. So they going at it. Orlando Brown in the confessional, he's mocking the fight between Big Lue and Banger. Orlando Brown is funny. Like, he's funny as hell. I ain't even gonna hold you. So it was one round. They didn't really do nothing. Another round, they just was swinging in the air. And it was another round that it looked like Banger was kind of giving it to Lou. And then like the last round, Banger, I don't know if Banger fell or like Lou jumped up, but Banger was on the ground and Lou got his hits in. So everybody feel like Big Lou won those rounds. I'm like, whatever, you know. So they trying to get separated, and then Raz B start yelling at Banger, and Banger, he like, yo, who you talking to? Yo, I don't care if nobody like you. I rocks with Banger, because Banger, he ain't no punk. He gonna stand up to you. He gonna let you know what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he don't care. I really rocks with Banger. I can't stand Lou right now. Maybe it'll change as time go on, but right now I can't stand Lou. So Raz be like, yo, he start going at it. Banger start letting him know what it is. In the midst of all that's going on, Anthony's friends, they come to the door and they banging on the door. So all this commotion going on, and they trying to get out Jonathan, because Jonathan peeped game. Jonathan trying to get outside. So they trying to figure out what's going on. They gets outside, and it's a whole bunch of drama going on. So Anthony's friends pulled up to the crib, allegedly. Well, not allegedly, they did. And so one of the dudes was, I guess, got smart with Mo City, and Mo City just went off and popped him, hit him with a 2-piece, 3-piece, I don't know. But he definitely popped on one of his people. And, you know, when they trying to get that, they like, yo, y'all jump my boy Anthony. You know, they ride or die for Anthony. And I need them friends like that. Let me tell you, you need friends like that. Because if your man just got jumped, if I'm on the show and I got jumped, trust and believe, my people's rolling up. So they real ride or dies. So, you know, one of them in handcuffs and going on and stuff like that. I'm like, what is going on? Like, it was just a lot going on. Jonathan trying to get at his people and stuff like that. Security got to get involved. I'm like, see, security shouldn't have even let all that happen. It should have been de-escalated. Like, they shouldn't have even been outside. Anthony's talking to the producer how he just wants to leave because he know how his friends are. You know, Anthony looked terrible. Like, he just looked like he over it. I feel bad for Anthony. I don't know. Anthony, Darrell talks to him, asking him how his friends get to the house. Anthony said his friends must have followed him, and then, you know, Anthony eventually leaves the house, and things de-escalate. That's on that. Then the next day, you got Mo City and Prince. They outside shooting hoop. They recapping everything that happened yesterday. Darrell comes out with this damn wig. The talk, you know, they just chopping it up. They talk about, you know, everything that happened, and what's going to happen when they go out tonight. They trying to have a good time. That's pretty much that scene. Ain't really too much to talk about. But Darrell is funny, and that's one thing I can say about Darrell. Darrell is hilarious, yo. Darrell's funny. So that's on that. Then we get Jonathan and Raz B. They link up. Raz B was writing a song. Jonathan comes to join them. They chop it up real quick, and then he tells them that they need to fix the issue with Banger. So Banger comes in. Yo, I'm gonna say this all the time. I rocks with Banger. Raz B tried to shake his hand. Banger like, yo, get the hell. I ain't with the fake. I ain't with the fake ish. I ain't, you know. He like, so they trying to discuss their issues. Banger was like, well, he started coming yelling at me crazy when I'm already fed up. And he was like, I don't know if I want to come here and slap the ish out of you. I'm like, dang. They trying to talk Raspy, trying to talk to him. He ain't, it ain't really going nowhere. So Raspy like, I ain't even about to worry about this mess. I guess they come to some type of resolution. Raspy apologized. Banger ain't really feeling it. We get that out the way. And that's on that. The next scene is Big Lue and Chef D, the two D riders. They out there talking about Anthony. I'm like, we could really skip this scene because there wasn't really nothing to talk about. They just really irritate me, y'all. So and my question is, y'all was talking about we talking about Banger's perm. Do y'all be seeing Chef D's hair, his little piece or whatever? It ain't blending in well because you could tell it's like a piece or a toupee. I don't know what it is, but he need to get that fixed. I don't know, but anyway, leaving that alone. Like I said, we could skip past Big Lou and Chef D. Ain't nothing to talk about. We get Mo City and Jonathan. They talk about everything. I rock with Mo City and I rock with Jonathan. You could tell they like got a mutual respect for each other. They talk about Anthony and Mo City was like, I popped off. And you could tell Jonathan appreciate that. They both from Houston, so they rock with each other. They talk about going out to the club, and, that's just that. Darrell is charging his ankle monitor like that's just, and he keeps flexing that like that's something to be proud of. But it is what it is. Anthony calls him. They talking. He talks about his hand all swollen and messed up and how he's quitting the show because he don't know who's an op, and, he don't feel like going through this. And I agree with him. I would have been done with it too. But see, me, I wouldn't have been the one getting beat up like that, first of all. And I'm not running I'm not running away from no situation. We gonna fight every day we got to, because ain't nobody running me out of nothing. But I understand it could get draining all the time, because who wants to do that all the time? You know what I'm saying? So I can understand mentally, you like, yeah, who doing all that? But I'm just not leaving no show. I'm not letting nobody run me out, and ain't nobody punking me out. And if trust and believe, I'm getting jumped. Trust and believe, it's just, y'all already know I'm just not the type of person. I don't take well to stuff like that. Darrell said his little occurrence of words. You could tell Darrell like he over the drama too. He kind of feel bad for Anthony, or whatever the case may be. So after that, all the boys, they get on the bus. They going out to their first night out in the club. They all on the bus. Darrell tells all the boys that Anthony quit. All the boys excited about it. Jonathan happy. He said he got him out the house. And, that's just on that. And then they get to the club. The girls get on the bus. They start stripping. They're not stripping, but the strippers got on the bus. They start, dancing on the dudes and stuff like that. Darrell loves it, That's one thing. Darrell loves some strippers. They party and they turn up. They get to the club. We find out that Orlando Brown is married. So he separated himself from everybody because he didn't want his wife to see that. And I'm like, okay, I rock with Orlando Brown. And I'm glad, like, he's one of my favorites on the show because he's really chilling. Like, he's the comedic relief of it. And he's just, like, real chill. And I'm so glad, like, he's on the show right now doing good things. And he's just keeping it all positive. So, and then they turned up. I think Mo City performed. Raspy performed. And that's pretty much the episode, y'all. It wasn't really too much to go on. But it was a better episode than the last week episode. So, that's just pretty it. Like I said, I'm not feeling Chef D. I'm not feeling Big Lou as of right now. Things could change. My favorites on the show right now is Banger, Orlando Brown, Mo City. Prince be doing his little subliminals, but he cool. He ain't really doing anything. I get the vibe like he just don't want no smoke with nobody. Jonathan is cool. Like I said, he's good. Carry-On is really like the peacemaker, I guess. So, and that's really it, y'all. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this episode. Until next time, I'll catch y'all. I'm out.